Welcome to the Marketing Revolution podcast. This is the underground movement of savage marketers from all over the world. We are not Fortune 500 companies. We are real entrepreneurs with real businesses that have one major thing in mind: to set goals and devour them daily. Because we understand that everyone wants to eat, but only savage marketers are willing to do the hunt. Now let's get this revolution started. Hey, what's up, everybody? John Hiley here with the Marketing Revolution podcast and the Marketing Savage Facebook group. I hope you guys are having an amazing Sunday today. I'm going to bring you a Sunday sermon, and I am currently live inside of the Marketing Savage group. I'm going to bring you some words from the gospel. I got a book right here, and interesting enough that I decided today that I was going to just take this book, and it's called Wisdom from the Word. And I was just going to open it, and whatever I looked at first is what I was going to talk about on this Savage Sunday sermon. I opened it to a page, which I thought, wow, actually opened it up, and there's 2 pages in there, and there's 2 different topics in there. One of them is suffering, and the other topic was success. But as I opened it up, I glanced at suffering first. Something inside of me looked over at the success and said, well, maybe that's a better topic to talk about. But then as I thought about it, I'm like, no, you know what? I looked at suffering first for a reason. Because I believe that during these times that we've had, especially over the last year, I want to say that there has been a lot of suffering, a lot more suffering out there than there is people who are in the attitude and the mindset of abundance and success. And one of the cool things that I found as I was checking this out, which it basically confirmed a lot of the things that we talk about on the podcast, is I ended up reading the first quote, which is Psalms 126 5-6. For those of you who want to check it out or read it on your own. It says, those who plant in tears will harvest with shouts of joy. So those who plant their seeds with tears will harvest with shouts of joy. They weep as they go plant their seed, but they sing as they return with the harvest. How many times in business is it just that? How many times in marketing is it just that, right? Where we know that we've got this task that we've got to do. We know that we've got all of this shit that we've got to put together. We know that we got things that we're not necessarily going to want to do. In fact, most people who own a business wear every single hat in their business. And most people do a lot of shit that they do not want to do. But we're tested all the time. And each time in business that we're suffering, we're going through a test. And each time that we succeed, I believe that we end up leveling up. We end up growing, leveling up, expanding inside of that suffering. Read a couple other quotes here, but the one at the bottom of the book, I guess the author of the book put his kind of like his own 2 cents into it. It says, recognize that suffering is not forever. In dark hours of the night, it's hard to think of the morning joy and gladness. But tears of suffering water seeds of joy, man. The tears of suffering water seeds of joy. And look how that applies to multiple things inside of our life. Look how that applies to fitness, where we are going to suffer our way through a workout, suffer our way to go into the gym, suffer, our way on the treadmill, suffer doing 75 hard. But at the end, that suffering waters, the tears from the suffering waters the seeds of joy. And it goes back to what we talk about, that you're going to pick your pain. Either you're going to suffer in the moment for something that you want, something you really want, or you're going to give into something that you think you want in the moment, and you're going to suffer for a long time. I believe there's people in this life that suffer forever because they choose never to never to endure the pain of the moment. And because of that, they don't have the tears of suffering to water the seeds of joy. All they have is a very long, slow, very painful suffering towards death. Pick your pain, my friends. The Savage Sunday Sermon is here telling you, well, the Bible's telling you. I'm just bringing it to you, but the Bible's telling you. I'm sure many other religions talk about this as well. It's telling you that the seeds of pain will water, or the tears of pain will water the seeds of joy, which is an incredible thought. I think we all need to hear that sometimes. You know, again, especially with all that everybody's been through this last year. Nobody knows what the fuck was going on. Incredible amount of discontent in our society. You know, so let's just hope that throughout this year, the seeds of pain that we've all endured are about to water. The tears of pain that we all endured are about to water the seeds of joy. So anyhow, guys, I appreciate you all for coming along on this Savage Sunday sermon. And as usual, I'm going to see you on that next one.